Good afternoon. We're back with more Lord of the Rings LCG, and today is the Siege of Cair Andros on Nightmare difficulty. In the normal difficulty of this quest, I took a deliberate path through the quest that would lead to siege questing the entire way. I have no plan to do so with this deck because it's well balanced for siege, battle, or normal questing. So we'll just see how it goes. I haven't played this quest too much on Nightmare difficulty, don't really know what to expect. Do get Steward of Gondor right away, which is always good. And we can get out an Ethir Swordsman and a Knight of the Swan on round 1. Those aren't very helpful for siege questing though. Would prefer Warriors of Lossarnach. So round 1, all I can bring to the quest is 5. So that's going to be plus 5 threat. And threat should even be higher at 32. I didn't raise it enough for Faramir at the start of the game, so should be threat of 32. And we're going to add 2 Warriors of Lossarnach now. That is a very good draw, and that will help quite a bit with the early part of this quest. Now I can bring quite a bit more to questing. So it'll be 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 I can bring. And this is going to force me to choose a sphere and deal 3 damage to all characters outside of that sphere. So I'm going to choose leadership, but I will lose the Knight of the Swan, the Ethir Swordsman, and deal 3 damage to Erestor. That leaves me with 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 committed to the quest. Minus the 6 threat against, so I do make 4 progress and clear the location. And now I'll go ahead and move to the banks, which is the most fragile of the battlegrounds. So I want to clear that one first. Should be a 34 threat now. Ethir Swordsman, not super helpful, but of course we'll get it out anyway. I got plenty of resources and likely will for the remainder of the game. Gonna quest for 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Get an enemy, so 3, 6, 7, 8. Gonna make 5 progress. Clear the first of the battlegrounds. It's going to eliminate the need to do phase 2. See if we can get phase 3 out of the way. The Orc Ravager is going to engage. Enemy attacks again after this attack with a new shadow card. He does no damage on the first one. Now he's going to do 3 damage undefended, and I have to deal 10 damage to a battleground, and the Citadel is the only one that can take the 10 damage, so that's where it's going to go. And we get 3 undefended from the Orc Ravager. So we got a couple of Hunter of Lamedons here. Hopefully one will give another Outlands ally to play. No luck on the first one. And no luck on the second one. And unfortunately, one of the cards discarded was the Men of the West, which I really could have used to get back the Knight of the Swan and the Ethir Swordsman that I discarded earlier. But no problem. So a quest for 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 here. Have to deal 2 damage to each battleground in play. Unfortunately, that's going to eliminate the Citadel. So not possible to clear stage 4. Going to have to do stage 4. And the Ravager is going to get 2 shadow cards. But we will easily make enough progress to clear the approach here, which is going to remove phase 3 from the game. And is going to move us into phase 4. So phase 2 and 3 get skipped because of the banks and the approach being clear. And phase 4 has to be done. It will be siege questing. Needs only 5 progress. It adds 5 threat to the staging area. And we're going to sacrifice a chump blocker to the Orc Ravager here. Have to exhaust a character, deal another shadow card. Overall, no problem. And this particular enemy gets 2 shields for each shadow card, so there's no point in me attacking it back. It's got 7 shields. I can't get through that. Hopefully a very good tail can help find Knights of the Swan. Should be a 38 threat here. I'm not worried about that. All it finds is an Anfalas Herdsman and another Errand-rider. Well, at least I got a lot of chump blockers. So there's going to be 5 threat in the staging area and I need 5 progress. Siege questing still. It's going to quest for 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. I don't think that was enough. And then I lose a bunch due to that treachery, so I dropped from 11 to, let's see, 3, I think. So maybe I should have taken, yeah, I took 2 threat there. So threat should be at 40. I can put a little damage on this enemy now. Just has 3 shields. So I can put 2 damage on him. And there's a Knight of the Swan. That'll help with offense a lot. I quested kind of conservatively last round. I'm not sure why I did that. A lot of times in hindsight I play more conservatively than I think I need to. In general, I think this is a more defense-oriented game. It's better to be too conservative than too aggressive. It'll win you more games. That's just my opinion, though. So we've got Forlong. The Heed the Dream is going to find a Knight of the Swan and a Warrior of Lossarnach. So got a great setup now. And going to be siege questing the rest of the way in this one. So 3 Warriors of Lossarnach will definitely get the job done. So going to quest for 16 this time. Not going to be conservative anymore. 12 progress, or actually 7 progress, because the phase 4 adds 5 threat. So that will clear into phase 5. Need to reveal 1 card. And we're going to be siege questing unless you have 4 victory points, in which case it's battle questing. I do not have 4 victory points. So it will be siege questing, which is just fine because we're set up well for it. And the revealed card does surge into a battering ram, which adds 2 threat. So we should be at 45 threat now, which is pushing it, but the game should be over next round. So we're going to have the battering ram attack the chump blocker. That should have happened first, but that's not going to affect anything. Rip Steward of Gondor. But no damage to Forlong. Battering ram will take out a chump blocker, and that's going to be 10 damage to the walls of Cair Andros. Or I could have him make another attack. I'd rather take the 4 damage spread among my enemies and get rid of the location than sacrifice another character, another ally. So that's the option I choose. And the last attack does nothing. I should have plenty of attack power to take out all of these enemies. And we'll go into phase 5 with a clear board. So we're attacking there for 5, which does the required damage. Attack here for 8. And got plenty of leftover for an attack of 3. So that's going to clear the board. Should be at 46 threat now, but no problem because this is going to be the last round. Just need 15. And as each of my outlines guys quests for either 4 or 3, that'll be no problem. So we're going to quest for 4, 8, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, and 28 for good measure. No immediate effect, so that's going to end the game. Getting set up with Warriors of Lossarnach early was pretty important in this one. Drew those on turn 2, and it was pretty smooth sailing after that. So, thanks for watching.